All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome back. If you are just tuning in, we are in the middle of a wonderful weekend of our Saving Sarah mutual aid event where we're raising money to be able to support a member of our community, Duplex, who is an absolutely phenomenal person. I do want to share that we do have a bid war that's open right now for Clink and Karis's names. 8 characters can be submitted to be able to name our 2 characters. Right now, we contributing to that, we had a $15 donation from one of our viewers that said, joining in Gabby's donation call for matching her donation for unintentional deaths in split fiction. Putting this donation to get the 2 pro tags from that run represented in golf. That's true. Mia Hudson and Zoe Foster were submitted with $7.50 each. But I will say the donation that came in earlier from Gabby herself was for Rupee, which is one of the 2 cats that Sarah has. Rosie would be Rupee's partner, so if you want to see our 2 lovely cats inside the run to be named after our wonderful recipients' cats, please go ahead and consider making a donation. Exclamation point donate in chat. And those donations also go towards our unregistered Hypercat 2 donation incentive for that. And my apologies, I'm getting cats mixed up all over the place. But for Uncanny Cat Golf is where cats will be for that as well. Well, anyway, who's ready to watch some legally distinct entertainment? I know I am. So without further ado, let me go ahead and pass things along over to Amyrlinn, who'll be showing off any percent with cutscenes. That's right, in a speed run with cutscenes of Titanic. Take it away.
All right. Hey, everyone. I'm Amyrlinn. This is Lady Cyndaquil. She'll be actually probably talking more than me because I'm going to have her read out the cutscenes, and I'm going to move the mic over to her. So this is a Hummer Cheng game. If you know anything about Hummer Cheng, he was based in... I have his Wikipedia up, actually. That's how prepared I am. He was based in Taipei, and it was a time when they really couldn't get, like, first-party consoles from Nintendo really easily. So all of his dev work was like, I'm going to recreate games on the NES. So he made, like, Super Mario Brothers and Super Mario World for the NES. And then he also made Titanic, which is a game based on the movie of almost the same name. I watched all 3 hours of this movie last night to prep for this run. I've never seen Titanic before. And my wife has never seen the cutscenes for this run. So we're going to see what that's like for her. So I'm going to hand it over to her, and she can introduce herself and then start the run.
Hi, I'm Lady Cyndaquil. I'm looking forward to reading these cutscenes. Are you ready, babe? Alright. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. In 1912, there is a noble American girl, Rose. She tried to get away from her arranged married, which is forced by her mother. At the same time, she met Jack, who is the young man on Titanic. Since Rose made a friend with Jack, he lighted on her life. Oh crap, I missed it. Love with each other. It made up a very touching and tragic love story. Rose did not love her finance, Carl, and she just wanted to suicide to finish it. Fortunately, Jack just saved her. They're both very fond of each other. Thus, Carl was very jealous and dislikes Jack. He tried to insult Jack, and he held a dinner party to thank Jack for saving Rose. Actually, Carl did not really mean it. He just had a chance to challenge Jack. Wisely, Jack knew about Carl's plan. He left this party and brought Rose together to join the party, which is belong to the workers. Of course, Carl hates Jack very much.
All right, so there's your intro. Now we're playing Titanic. Sorry. It's a beat 'em up. There's not actually that much to this game. So here's the woman with the gun, the classic Titanic character. So the thing about this game is that every move you do is an animation, which means that punching and kicking is an animation, and you can animation cancel those, because we know once you throw out a punch, you can animation cancel it into a kick, etc. that's going to become important because I can do a lot of damage really fast that the game probably was not intending. But we're coming up to the first boss fight here. So JD, if you got anything while I'm setting this up.
Well, I do want to remind everyone that we want to be able to get the incentive met for the unregistered Hypercat 2. We're just $20 away. Just 4 people donating $5 can help us meet that $1,950 goal. And you could put those donations towards the Evoland character bid wars.
All right, so it's not easy. It's not really easy to see, but what I'm doing is I'm just I hate when he comes over here. I'm just throwing out punches and kicks. Essentially frames apart. Alright, so my health is getting low and I'm dying. Fortunately, dying in this game is an animation and that can be cancelled by kicking. So if you're gonna die in any situation at all, just start kicking and you'll be fine. Is what this game teaches us. This is actually the most annoying boss fight in the game because the guy has a basically frame 1 wake up and he bounces me back very far. Thankfully, I think he's pretty close to dead. There we go. Okay. All right. So that was stage 1. Time for some more cutscenes.
Oh boy. When Rose was very depressed, and she met Jack again, both of them all have the strong love to each other. They trust and adore each other. And enjoy the sunset on the Titanic. Jack promised Rose to draw her a body sketch.
All right. So if you've seen Titanic, you know what scene is coming up next. The Hummer Chang, God bless him, does just rip it uncensored. So, you know, shout out to him. There's more going on. You know the famous Titanic scenes where Jack is jumping on some beds and getting hit by chandeliers. And there's a snake. Okay. So this game is actually really, like, it's a side-scroller. So it's the goal is just keep the screen scrolling. Right. There's a fish, by the way. Okay, you can get knocked off the boat really easy. All right, so I'm gonna give this guy the business. Although he has given me stop it. All right, there we go. You have to kill him for this boss to show up. This boss is actually really easy because all you do is I said it's really easy. Nope. No, stop it! Alright, fine. You get to come with... He has a gun. Alright, so we're gonna bait him over to this side of the boat. As you remember, we're on a boat. So you just punch him off the edge. Then he's dead! Yay! That classic Titanic scene where Jack commits murder.
Because of Jack's painting skills and his courage attracted Rose very much, and she loves him deeply. However, Carl didn't give up on the Rose. He still wants her back, but Rose did not love him at all. Carl hired some people to chase and to watch Rose and Jack when they were running to the front of Titanic. They saw the accident happened by their own eyes.
All right, so we have now hit the iceberg. I think that's the part of the story that we're in. So the classic part where we hit an iceberg and then a bunch of people try to stab you. There's really not much to this part. This part is actually pretty straightforward. So JD, if you've got anything else.
I was gonna say, I love if you can, if viewers can put in donations of their favorite Titanic scenes, of course, like this $5 donation from Big Law that says, "I love the famous old lady with a shotgun with her classic line, 'It's been 84 years.'" Cough, shotgun.
Oh yeah, the
Thank you so much, Big Law.
shotgun old lady shows up again.
So Big Law's talking about the later scene, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Alright, so this guy, actually, there's really nowhere to knock him off the boat, so all I'm doing is just stun locking him in the corner with Jack's charge move, which does a lot of damage, but is like Double Edge in Pokemon, where it does damage to him. But again, dying is an animation, so I can just cancel any damage done to me where I would die by just kicking. No. This button combo is actually a lot harder. Oh, there we go. That's nice. Easy. Alright.
After after the Titanic accident happened, the crew members did not tell the facts to all the passengers because they were afraid to cause the passengers panic. But the Titanic had the strong damages and was getting sinking. Unfortunately, there's not enough saving, so true, equipment to save whole passenger's life. At that moment, it showed the big difference of noble people and poor people's fate.
All right, so now we're Rose. We have. Okay. I'm gonna do the one glitch in the run right here. I promise this works. Come on, Rose. Give it to me. There we go. All right. So I just clipped through the floor. If you jump and press down close enough to the floor, you just clip through it. That skips like 50 seconds of walking around. Here's Chef. You know, the scene where I learned in Titanic that she actually does punch someone. But here's old man with shotgun. We can kind of just mollywop him into the corner, and he's not usually that much of a problem, because he does eventually just walk into our kicks. There we go. Nice and easy. That's Rose stage 1 done.
When the Titanic was sinking slowly, Carl libeled Jack and stole the necklace of the heart of the ocean and locked him at the bottom of Titanic. It was very dangerous, and he probably will lose his life. Rose was very anxious about Jack's situation, and she escaped from Carl to save him. At the same time, the captain ordered every passenger to wear the life jacket.
Yep. So this part is actually accurate to Titanic. The ship is sinking. Right. So there's a bat
This
underwater.
bat is very good at swimming.
Right.
Very good at swimming.
Sorry, my microphone is very sensitive. All right, so the water filling up actually takes health off. Oh, this is new. I haven't seen this before.
You're a ghost. Well, it would now be a good time to sneak in a donation?
Yes.
Well, it's $5 from Converter that says, "Good luck on the run, Amy. I hope this run is deathless." Did it die?
Okay.
Did you die?
So I'm not actually sure what I did. I think I clipped through the level geometry in a very weird way that I'm not supposed to. So what we're gonna do? I was gonna do this anyway, but I was gonna save state. Because the final boss is a real bear. Outside of that door at the upper left is the actual final boss area, and you just run to the end here. So I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to cut out a bunch of really annoying platforming, but we're gonna just go to the final boss. We're gonna pretend like that didn't happen. I could also restart the run and get there in like 4 minutes, but nope. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, by the way, he knocks you off the boat. This is the most annoying fight in the game. What I need him to do is do enough damage to me that I get invincibility, and then I'm going to kick him off the boat. Nope.
No.
So I need to bait him over far enough. No. This fight sucks.
While we're getting that to happen, I do want to remind everyone that we are just $10 away from that milestone incentive for our Uncanny Cat Golf Unregistered Hypercat 2 milestone incentive. Just $10 more. And Rosie is currently in the lead. I'm sorry, Rupee is currently in the lead. Rosie is nowhere on the board yet. So if you want to suggest Rosie as a name, just make sure that you put in a donation, click add incentive, then click nominate new option, and put in Rosie so that Rupee can have the companion of choice for that for Evo Lands. Now, if that doesn't happen, it'll either be Mio Hudson or Zoe Foster joining it, I guess.
All right, so I realized that I could just take an intentional game over and then go back to the start of that screen. So where I started was where I would have exited that door. I've never seen Rose clip through the level geometry like that. That was very interesting. All right. Great. Now we have seen everything for the run, and I'm actually gonna once again save state because I need to kill this guy. All right, now we're back to where we were. All right, I'm gonna try to bait him over. No. Oh my god. He does contact damage, which is the most annoying part. Yeah, when I was talking with Author Blues about running this game, because he was actually the guy that got me interested in running it, I was like, Auth, how do you beat the final boss? And he's like, the boss sucks, good luck.
Oh no.
Okay. But we are actually in the state that I want to be, which is when I get hit now, I get invincibility. So what I need to do is bait him over here, get hit, use the invincibility, and then, nope.
I see it. I see the vision.
Yeah, the vision is there. I just have to... Okay, if I get knocked too far, he can actually knock me off the boat on the other side in a glitch. It's possible to knock him off there as well. No, come on, man.
You got this.
There we go. Hey, all right. That's time. There's one more.
The Titanic had sunk. Although Rose and Jack got away from the Titanic, they could not reach the lifeboat. Finally, Jack sacrificed, scarified himself to save Rose and tell her be stronger in her future's life. Then he was dead in the cold at Atlantic Ocean. When this accident happened, there were 1,500 passengers fell into the ocean, and only 6 lucky passengers survived. It was a very low chance to survive. Then there were 700 passengers who were in the lifeboat. They just only waiting, dead or waiting the help, and waiting the unforgettable relief. The end.
All right, so that's Titanic. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope that taught you a lot. Shout out to Hummer Chang. That's it. That's all I gotta say. It's shout out to Hummer Chang. What a game.
Anything else you want to share? Lady Cynical, anything that you want to share as well?
No, I think we're good. Shout out to our baby who's right there. She's off screen.
Baby.
Yay, baby. Awesome.
Yeah, I would not recommend watching Titanic in preparation for this. Just play the game. It tells you everything you need to know. Rose starts kicking people. It's a good game. That's it. See you all next time. See you all at AGDQ, hopefully. And keep donating to Save Sarah.
Yes, indeed. GG's, Amyrlinn. Thank you so much. And that's right, folks. We indeed are in the middle of our Saving Sarah mutual aid event. ! Donate in chat to go ahead and contribute to one of our own within our community who gives so much to be able to volunteer and help those in need. And now it's our chance to help her. Just FYI, we do have another run that's coming up, but it's super short. So if we want to meet that 1950 milestone, let's get those donations in. We'll be back in a moment.